Hello there friends, my name is Vali and you're watching Not Another Sci-Fi channel.
6 Iconic Marvel Weapons Part 2. Now, where were we? Ah yes, number 4, Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker is an enchanted axe used by Thor. Like Mjølnir, it was forged from Uru on Nidavellir. Atri claimed the weapon was meant to be the strongest in Asgard's history. During the conflict with Thanos, Thor ventured to Nidavellir to forge a weapon capable of killing him. I love the fact that these technologically advanced races look at their situation, realize that they need a way of dispatching Thanos, gloss over Nova bombs, death rays, black hole ring down bombs, and etc., and come up with an axe. Which is a step up from a hammer, granted, but considering what is coming up on my list, I will not be too harsh here. Stormbreaker is able to focus and enhance Thor's powers. Due to it being composed of Uru, the weapon is nigh indestructible. Oh no, not another one of those. It can withstand energy blasts created by the Infinity Stones, and is also capable to channel dimensional energy and summon the Bifrost Bridge. Because why not? Like Mjølnir before it, Stormbreaker will return to Thor's hand when summoned, and strikes his opponents with massive concussive force. It glows with an otherworldly blue flame and crackles with electricity, and seems to have the ability to home in on a target if Thor wields it. In addition, the weapon allows the user to fly seamlessly through the air, unlike Mjølnir, which required the user to spin it at great speed in order to achieve liftoff. But the weapon is not enchanted to prevent those deemed unworthy from wielding it, allowing anybody with sufficient strength to use it. Due to its increased size and mass, having both the blade of an axe and the head of a hammer in its construction, as well as supporting an elongated handle enabling the weapon to be wielded two-handed, it is notably more potent melee weapon than Mjølnir that came before it. Now, even though Stormbreaker was a weapon capable of killing Thanos, it is only able to defeat the Infinity Gauntlet because Atri had installed a weakness into the gauntlet while forging it.
Sneaky little hobbitses.
Number 5. Hawkeye's Bow. Well, I think he said it best.
The city's flying. We're fighting an army of robots. And I have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense. But I'm going back out there because it's my job.
Serving as his primary weapon, Hawkeye carries a unique, collapsible recurve bow, along with a mechanized quiver that stores and deploys his trick arrows. The specialized recurve bow greatly accommodates his unique combat style, allowing him to accurately shoot enemies from a considerable distance, or quickly and effectively fire at enemies during a close-range firefight. To further aid in combat, the bow has a red laser sight to help Hawkeye quickly draw a line of sight when targeting his enemies. When pushed to hand-to-hand combat, his bow is durable enough to serve as an effective melee weapon. The bow is collapsible, with breaks above and below the handle, as well as midway down the length of each limb. This allows the bow to be folded into a more compact form that makes it easier to conceal, carry, store, and transport. When deployed, the bow can swiftly reassemble in one quick motion as the limbs lock back into place. The latest version also had the capability to transform into a bow staff, which could be used for melee combat. Hawkeye's specialized arrow quiver is designed to organize and store his arrows as well as assemble and present them on demand. The quiver is typically worn on Hawkeye's back, allowing him easy access to his arrows. By carrying the arrows in 2 separate bundles side by side, the quiver retains a flat, slim profile while being worn, which keeps it from hindering Hawkeye's movement. Each bundle contains 16 arrows, making a total of 32 arrows between the 2 halves. But for some reason there is also a large amount of information on the net stating that he carries 36 arrows. So yeah, moving on. Hawkeye has a large assortment of different arrows to choose from, like conventional, smokescreen, EMP detonator, explosive, burst shot, thermal incendiary, grappling hook, tri-blade, pulse, taser, electrical, trap, scatter, flare, and hacker. So he has 16 different types of arrows, and is capable of carrying around 30 with him. Damn, mission planning must be a real pain in the butt, how the hell does he decide which arrows he'll need? Anyway, moving on. Well, that brings us to our last entry on this list. And like Cap's shield, this is technically not a weapon, but it is strong, durable, and revolutionary. It is something often overlooked by most fans, and by the heroes themselves. It has some interesting military and civilian applications, but nobody seems to notice its potential. And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present you the only truly indestructible piece of equipment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 6. Bruce Banner's Pants. Part of H&M's casual city devastating collection, Bruce Banner's pants are a thing of wonder. I mean, come on, we've all seen it. He shreds all of his clothes when he transforms, but somehow those pants hang in there. How is that possible? And furthermore, how the hell is nobody in the movie picking up on this? I mean, it's a no-brainer. With a material that strong, just think of the applications for a second. A space elevator? Easily done. The cable for the elevator would need to stretch from the equator to a point in space above geostationary orbit, so a length of about 35,786 kilometers. Given the fact that Banner's pants are approximately 81 centimeters long, all we need is 44,180 pairs of pants. Indestructible armor? Easy, look at this. See how much firepower the Chitauri bring down on the Hulk. Not a burn mark on the pants. Just wrap a tank in a few dozen pairs and presto, indestructible tank. Or plane, or ship, or whatever. What if you have an exposed radioactive core? All that melted down uranium giving you a radiation headache. And the cost of building a secure sarcophagus is in the billions. No problem. Get a few old pairs of Bruce's pants, stuff that radioactive waste in those huge pockets, and you're done. Not even the Infinity Stones could harm those sweaty, stinky, zucchini-covering garments. I bet you don't believe me. You're thinking I've gone too far with this one. How could a pair of pants resist the indestructible power of the Infinity Gauntlet completely powered with the 6 stones? Well, what did Thanos do? He snapped his fingers and 50% of all life in the universe vanished. So basically you had a 50-50 chance of disappearing into non-existence. But Bruce Banner and the Hulk form a symbiotic relationship. One cannot exist without the other. Given the fact that this has come to pass due to an experiment gone wrong, it is the only known example we have of this type of independent micro-ecosystem. Since Thanos' whole point was to destroy half of all life, and all ecosystems are made out of life, in this particular case, one of the two should have died. So either I am a genius here for uncovering this hidden and intriguing plot point, or I'm just high while writing this episode. Either way, I think we can all agree that these pants are cool as fuck, and are the only truly indestructible item in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In the comics, it is suggested that the Hulk's pants are made up of a special material composed of unstable molecules. Furthermore, in one of his interviews, the late Stan Lee pointed out that the fabric on Hulk's pants is invented by Dr. Reed Richards, one of the members of the Fantastic Four, whose superpower is the ability to infinitely stretch and elongate his body. But now I think it's your turn. What weird and innovative applications can you see for these incredible pants? And what other Marvel weapons would you like to see in future episodes? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Well friends, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps out. And if you've enjoyed this video, please share it with others.